All right, it is time for Where is the Love? And we're giving you help on your dating and relationships with licensed therapist Dr. Misty Smith of ConvenientTherapy.com. Good morning, great to see you. This morning we're looking at online dating versus traditional dating, the pros and cons of each and which has the best upside for you. So let's go to the tail of the tape, as we used to say in boxing. Okay, which is easier to cut through the facade, the superficial, online dating or traditional dating?
Well, Mike, with online dating, you don't have all of those inhibitions that you have when you're meeting someone in person. You don't have all of the interruptions necessarily that you might have if you're in a restaurant or bar. However, and you can be edited. I mean, when you're sending messages to people, you can have people review those. So there is that opportunity for being a little fake, maybe. However, with traditional, if we look at research, 93% of communication is body language and visual, and only 7% actually has anything to do with words. Right. So if that research is accurate, then how much are you really getting to know somebody when all you're doing is communicating online? Of
course, if you do that, I guess the ice breaking online, it's an easier way to maybe get the ice broken. I don't know.
It could be, but and looking at the facade of that, you have to think of people do put pictures up that aren't current. Right. Some don't even look anything like them.
So you go to Match.com, you go meet at the restaurant for surprise. Okay, so which is better for someone, for finding someone and meeting someone who is compatible with you?
Okay, well, let's give some props to the online dating sites for that, because they do compatibility testing with everyone, and they do these questionnaires in the very beginning, and then they try to match those people up. Now, the problem with that is that people lie.
No,
I know, that's such
really?
a shock. But so you have to consider what is true and what isn't, and it might not be reasonable for you to ask your person you met traditionally to take a compatibility test, but maybe it's something you should consider.
And that's what we mean by that. One may take a little bit longer than the other, just depends. Okay, so now which lessens the appearance of desperation if you're going to match with somebody online and then meeting them in person, or more traditional where you're meeting somebody at a church, a bar, or wherever?
I think it just depends on the person. Some people just feel desperate, whether it's due to age or failed marriages or the fact that they have children and now they're searching for a completely different kind of partner. Social anxieties affect how we interact with people and how desperate we sometimes feel when we're in person. So the online dating might lessen some of that tension and break that ice, as you say, so that it makes it easier for people to actually meet someone.
Okay, last one. Which is affected more by competition? Obviously, if a guy or a girl go into a bar, or let's say it's a guy, and there's a lot of girls there, a lot of competition between girls, but online dating, there's multitude of choices for the guy, so you're kind of competing there. So which is tougher in terms of that?
There are. People can look great and sound great on paper. That's just we can make ourselves look wonderful. That's a resume. That's our whole job, is to make people like us on paper. But if you're a good catch, you're a good catch. And if you're in a bar and someone sees you, and let's not take out the chemistry that two people have. And when you are doing the online, you are not going to feel that, and you're not going to know that. So I think that that's a huge factor in competition as well.
All right, so everything's a push, but that's okay. It's all fair in the game of love. All right, Dr. Misty Smith, ConvenientTherapy.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.